Scams are a dime a dozen, but as the years go by, the scams end up becoming a bit more elaborate or complicated and try to find new ways to bring bunches of people through their doors so that way they can siphon whatever money they can out of everybody. The most recent example in history being the Willy Wonka Experience, where they created whole bunches of advertisements using artificial intelligence, could barely get a couple sentences correctly because of misspellings or weird pictures because, AI just doesn't know what words are, but still manages to draw people in spending their money to experience what basically was an equivalent to a meth lab, where it was just in a big room filled with different gizmos and gadgets that kids could play with, I guess. Then there were the sad Oompa Loompa ladies that unfortunately just did not want to be there and was doing their best to play their part so that way they could get paid, knowing good and well that they might as well just give the kids the real drugs rather than just pretending that they're making chocolate. But like the Willy Wonka Chocolate Experience, history just loves to repeat itself. Though similarly, in this fashion, it didn't involve meth labs or chocolate or weird AI advertisements. It involved a somewhat traditional scam that ended up ending relatively similarly. In Detroit, there was a Bridgerton Ball, which Bridgerton being a very famous TV show across the world, ended up ending on a sour note, with everybody who attended being very disappointed in the results that were befound upon them.
Standing in the rain, dressed to the nines,
Honestly, I just want my money back.
superfans say they didn't get what they thought they were paying for at the Detroit Bridgerton Ball.
The way that it was described is that this was going to be a Bridgerton evening. We were going to have classical music, good dinner, and there was going to be a play, and they were going to pick Diamond of the Season. They were going to give away all of these prizes, and we went in, and it's completely empty in there.
Oh, what's that? You were expecting something out of this event? Well, let me introduce you to a lot of the concepts that were brought upon by this lovely company that rented out this venue. You have virtually empty room where people were so bored that they were basically on their phones, and the cops, they're coming after us now. You have also food. Why? I mean, if you're going to be at an event like this for hours on end, you have to eat something, right? Well, they barely had enough to feed the people there, and even then, some of the food options were raw, so you were being fed so well that you just had to throw it on up within a couple minutes just so that way you can have some more. You didn't like any of that? Well, we have entertainment. We have a single violinist. That's cool. But if you're not cool with that, we have a DJ playing some of the latest hits like Pitbull and all that stuff because they played that during the times of Bridgerton. Was that like the Renaissance era? Probably. Oh, you were not satisfied with the violinist and DJ Khaled playing some of the greatest hits? We the best music? Well, I've got something for you. Straight out of the Bridgerton playbook, we have perfect condition, a live stripper dancing on a pole for you, center stage. Isn't that what you wanted? Isn't that what you wanted? $300 worth of your doubloons being put towards a venue like this? Best experience of my life. That is, if you did spend $300, because guess what? It probably was more. Because unlike the Willy Wonka Experience, most people paid the money to get in and then were disappointed. But they were at least in their sweat clothes or wearing jeans and their kids were in sneakers. These people wore some of the best clothes that they could wear. Dresses, suits, jewelry, and not only that, had to stand out in the rain just to get in to be disappointed because they spent so much money on an event like this. But even then, $300 was not the limit. If we go to the website, which is Uncle and Me, we will see that their website is down. That's cool, I guess. They just took all the money and then jumped ship, right? Well, the beauty about the internet is that we have Internet Archive for however long it's going to last because of whatever lawsuits that they're going through. But Internet Archive is a very awesome thing because we can see that not only do they give us the location of the place, not only do they advertise to us about like a cash prize for the best dressed or the diamond of the season, whatever the fuck that means, but they do show us some of the different ticket prices. And holy crap, you could have spent up to $1,000, not including the horse and carriage ride, which is on top of that people actually spent money for. That is insane to me, because we can see that the royal court one, $550. I don't know how many people purchased it to where it had to be sold out, but oh my god, that is absolutely insane. Could you imagine that 10 people bought that? That's $5,500 into the pocket of whoever the frick owns this event company. That is insane. Just out of 10 people, 10 potential people that would buy this thing. Now, I don't know what the metrics are for these tickets, right? I don't know if a royal court has to involve a set amount of people in order for you to qualify for a set ticket like this. But regardless, the sheer fact that you could spend $1,000 on top of a $25 service fee, $1,025 on top of a carriage ride that was also sold out with a 50-cent service fee, you could have been spending up to $1,050 on top of the stuff that you purchased to wear there, to be ruined by not only having to stand out in the rain, but also be disappointed with what's inside. And here's the weird thing too, right? It even says right here, all tickets will be honored if you had purchased a ticket prior to date change. You're welcome to sell your ticket as well if you cannot be in attendance. Why is that? It's not just a date change. It was also a venue change, because apparently they also stated that, oh, well, the reason why the venue had to change is because the original venue would not uphold their end to accommodate for all those who were attending. Well, it turns out that the lady in charge of spilling the beans with all of her Twitter posts has shown us some credible evidence, potentially, stating that they originally tried to go to this place, but were canceled because they were unable to pay the remaining money to rent the venue. Now, here's the thing, right? Take it with a grain of salt. This is a DM. After all, I don't know where we can find any more evidence to show that they didn't do their end, but let's be honest here, okay? With what they provided and the amount of money that they probably made from this, do you really honestly believe that whatever venue they tried to get prior would have been the end-all be-all? I don't think so. It still seems like something was a bit fishy. So maybe they did not get this venue because they didn't pay the money, because they didn't have the money yet, because they probably spent all the money from those who were attending this thing prior to the fact. And it just sucks, because now you have all these angry people who have spent hundreds of dollars, potentially thousands of dollars, and they want their money back. And guess where this company is? Nowhere to be found. Their Instagram is still up, of all things. But other than that, you really think they're gonna, come around and give them their money? Probably not. They're probably going to X everything out as much as they can. They've already shut down their websites, and maybe even change the name of their company to something else so that way they can try and cover up as many tracks as they can and keep all the money that they've made. So yeah, history repeats itself once again. Where first we were in Scotland at the beginning of the year, and now we bring it back home. But if there's one thing I have to leave you with, is the tried and true saying, you can't have shit in Detroit. That's pretty much it from me. If you liked this video, give it a like. Subscribe if you want more stuff like this. Leave a comment down below. How terrible do you think this thing actually was? In my opinion, it was pretty bad. And big announcement too, work is starting to pull me back into the office, unfortunately. So that means I'm going to be uploading a little bit less. I'm still going to try and do my best to upload within a regular time frame. But now that I'm in the office once again, it gives me less time to research things. It gives me less time to record and edit videos. So I'm going to do my best to do my part. But this is just part of the reason why I'm unable to put them up at a regularly scheduled basis, which is also going to change streaming, which I will leave in the description down below. I'll also post it down in the comments too. Come and follow my stream. We have fun, play games, chat, all that good stuff. I'm going to come up with a schedule for that to be around my work schedule, so that way everything is all nice and smooth. But other than that, I will catch all of you guys later. Peace.